Good evening to you folks. Welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Captain MD13. Welcome back to Elite Dangerous Odyssey. It is once again time for the rescue rush. Titan Hadad will go boom in just a little shy of 3 hours. I do apologize. I'm a little later than I would have liked getting on air this evening. But we're going to go. It's time to get more pods pulled, and it's rescue time, folks. I'm already in my cargo cutter. She's already spec'd and ready to go. Let's just go.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamps disengaged. Keep your throttle low until clear.
So yeah, folks, my apologies. I got a little held up going on air this evening. But
Frame shift drive charging.
You are now clear of the area. Good luck.
let's make it happen, folks. It's time to play hero once again.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Good start. Already getting hyper-predicted. Hey, I'm Lena Crow. Welcome to the stream. So I figured out what was wrong with my clock and why there seemed to be such a discrepancy between timestamps and session duration in chat. It's because my clock was desynced for some reason. It was ahead by about 3 minutes, and I only just noticed it today. I got the idea because it happened on another machine of mine at work. And I figured out how to fix it then, so figured why not just fix it here? So now my timestamps are all lined up for a change.
Four, three, two, one. Engage. Warning. Hazardous environment.
Alright, so this cutter is SCO capable, so we're just going to go ahead and yeet over there as fast as we possibly can. Trying to make for Clipper for combat. Yeah, Clipper, despite being class 7 shields, they're very weak. I am very off course right now.
Heat sink deployed.
But that does offer me a potential advantage. No, it doesn't, because Hadad's on the other side of the planet that I would have liked. Hadad is on the front side, not the rear side.
Warning. Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Well, that's a good start. Casually sailing right over the Titan. That's the downside to SCO, is that on size 7 ships especially, you have a very hard time controlling the ship. At the very least, this Basilisk has helped me stop and realign.
Frame shift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Warning. Frame shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Oh dear. Okay, unnecessary clenching. Oh, Hadad is on the other side. Wait, is it? Yeah, it's on the other side.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety
Yeah,
limits.
just crash into it. Let's go. All right, I'm going to attempt to get a speed boost off of this caustic mine.
Caustic damage detected. Flight assist off. Warning. Engine reboot. Hull integrity compromised. Thrusters online.
Successful speed boost.
Warning. Caustic damage detected. Taking damage. Programming Limpet drone. Caustic substance neutralized. Flight assist on.
But yeah, going back to your point, Elena Crow, about the Clipper, she's good for straight speed, but her turn rate and acceleration isn't that great by comparison.
Neutralized. Warning. Caustic damage detected. Taking damage. Caustic substance neutralized. Hull integrity compromised.
Actually, yeah, there's no AFM on this ship. Although it looks like I didn't take any damage. It looks like the caustic mine explosion just gave me a little bit of a push.
Warning. Caustic damage detected. Taking damage.
I can't even see the Titan. There it is.
Caustic substance neutralized.
So yes, folks, Titan Hadad is in meltdown and will explode in just shy of 3 hours. So what we're doing now is we're taking advantage of the fact that right now there isn't any Thargoid vessel remotely interested in combat with me, which means we can put throw as many extraction missiles as we can into Hadad and start rescuing people. So for those who haven't done subsurface extraction before, it's exactly the same as subsurface mining, where you just point at the storage chamber after pulse waving it with a special scanner, and it plays out just like the subsurface minigame, although it's a little bit on the harder side. It works much faster. And that is a Scythe drone that wants my stuff. And almost got it. Again? Really? Not a good start. There's already way too many side drones on the field here. Alright, so we unfortunately got a little thrown out of position here. Oops. So yeah, your main threat during these rescues are Scythes, because they still do infinitely spawn and they will still try and steal your biopods. So you saw that corkscrew move I was doing earlier. If done correctly, you can dodge the majority of Scythe drones. Alright, that Limpet's making its way back. I'm gonna pulse again because I don't know where everything is right now. There we go. But yeah, it's such a visually awe-inspiring sight. Just because everything's blowing up around you, there's nothing the Titan can do to harm you. And all the Thargoids in the area just don't care. Which is probably one of the greatest hazards of mining. Now, unfortunately, the dumb thing about this is that despite the game probably incentivizing... yeah, the game incentivizes here to go rescue people, but it doesn't have any effect on anything, unfortunately. Which kind of sucks. Now, that being said, who knows, maybe this will change later when 18.06 comes out. I could have sworn there were 2 chambers directly above me. Here, nope, I've already gotten those. So yeah, there's a quad over here. This is where the good stuff is. Now, if we get really lucky, there won't be a Scythe coming to bug us. Ooh, almost lost that one. Had a bit of a lag spike there. Unfortunately, it looks like my Limpets are jamming up right now, which is not a good thing to have happen right now. Now, what's nice is that even though sides are trying to take the pods, they can't take that many due to just not having a lot of, just to being in such a rush to leave. That, due to being in such a rush to leave that they can only get the pods that are in range. The sides are being really inconsistent. I'm actually having a hard time hearing them for some reason. See, like that one... Yeah, like these sides are being incredibly argumentative, like even more so than usual. We did get the majority of the pods from that, but if you're wondering why I'm purging my Limpets out constantly, it's because I'd rather have full consistent Limpet timers. And I've got plenty of spares, so it's not a big deal. Let's re-aim that a little over to the right. The angle on the pulse wave scanner isn't great. And another side just decided it wanted to come out. I swear, the game is already trying its best to annoy me. Yeah, again, luckily the majority of those drones were going after the first set of pods, which I've already picked up, so... another thing that does help is that the Scythe drones do slow down the more that they have to turn. Hold on. Okay. Now that's just... I'm pretty sure that wasn't me. I'm pretty sure that was the Scythe just expiring due to distance. And there was still another one out there. Like, for real, game. Oop, unfortunately, it looks like that Orthrus back there got triggered earlier, so... Oh, I did not do that correctly. For the record, I did not have that targeted, and I must have let go of the trigger at the correct time. I mean... Sure? Oh, I think there's another Scythe above me. Hold on, gotta concentrate here. Cut that out. This has got to be the dumbest thing ever tonight. Like, this is not the time for the game to be chucking sides out consistently. Like, that normally isn't a problem. I got one Limpet that's way out there. Trying to get it to start coming back before I start hitting more, pulling more pods. Did I miss this one? Yeah, I missed this one. Must have gotten distracted by the sides. Well, chat, not the best start I would have asked for, but... could be worse. Oh, I don't think that is a, that is a subsurface chamber. Well, it might be, but it might just be outside the catch range of the pulse wave scanner. Oh, okay. Oh, I hear another Scythe. Yeah, there's another Scythe right there. I gotta wait for it to start accelerating. That should be long enough. And another one spawned in the exact same tube. Luckily, most of these Limpets are already, like, pretty close to final approach. So once I get them under... Yeah, once I get them all under the ship, they're much easier to protect. As I continuously get swarmed by bees. I think that's all of them. I see more above me. Oh, there's 3 more over there. Though we're gonna lose those easily. Yep. I wasn't even gonna try and get those. Alright, this cluster's clear. hold on. Let me get that Limpet over here. I'll just target it so that way I know exactly when it's turning. There we go. Alright, forget the inconsistent Limpet timers. That's doing more harm than good. I swear the game is literally just pulling sides out the nanosecond I put a, I shove a extraction missile in at this point. Alright, that could have been a lot worse. Nope, I got a Limpet jam. Okay, we're good now. So folks, going forward here, we are expecting some big changes to the war starting on Tuesday, when update 18.06 releases. What we are expecting is the endgame, mainly a big change to the endgame in that spires now function a lot, not a lot differently, but they'll be a lot more helpful in that, this cluster's not already clear, is it? No, it's not. There's a double arrow over here. In that Spire's periphery Spire progress will now kick over into other systems once they're completed. Furthermore, you no longer have to use the Spires. You can now do other means in the same system. I definitely did hear another Scythe, unfortunately, and it's in a pretty bad position right now, so... I think that's my collector Limpet that's running away right now. It's going after a Scythe, but it will turn around in a second. Okay, next cluster. Actually, no, there should be some this way. This will hopefully win me some point with the Imperials, because this Hadad has been one of the Empire's main Titans causing mischief. So, I'm sure the Imperials will be pleased with my service. It helps that I'm also driving a cutter. Alright, on to the next cluster. The subsurface pods will always be around these energy veins you see here, which they've actually stopped flowing now because the Titan is in meltdown. There is definitely way more than just 5 nodes here. Oh, gotta wait. Scythe. Yeah, there's a Scythe over there. There's a Scythe. There's another one over here. Yeah, I just gotta wait. Did another one just spawned over there? we're good. All those sides got out of the way. Oh, Limpet jam. Okay, there it goes. Good. So yeah, the reason why the Limpets jam, I think it's a server issue, because there's also some kind of artificial limit of 3 items per 6 seconds after the first 6. Don't know why that's a thing. It's a really annoying thing. Because all it does is delay me picking up large things of pods while Scythes continuously chuck drones out at me. I got Limpets purging out due to time limits. Okay, we're good now. Alright, so yeah, that's what I thought. There were definitely more things here. Yeah, luckily, as annoying as the sides are, they are just that, annoying. And I pressed the wrong button. I meant to let go of the secondary button, but I let go of the trigger instead. Oopsie! Wait a minute. Nope, there were 2 more nodes here. But yeah, so folks, Hadad went down very quick. I don't know if this is the fastest Titan attack on record, but it's definitely up there. But there was definitely evidence that the community wanted Hadad dead based on how fast the last Spire went down. Because the last Spire went down quick. Alright, next cluster. Okay. I gotta line myself up with this one, because this one is in a very awkward position. I also want to make sure as many Limpets as possible are below the cutter instead of above. Otherwise, that'll just make it take more time for the Limpets to get to the pod and then turn around. Yo, Stargoid and friends, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by, folks. You join us tonight in the middle of the Hadad Rescue Rush. You got a big crowd, folks. Thank you so much for bringing all your folks over tonight, Stargoid. I will address shoutouts in just a moment. A little bit preoccupied right now, dodging swarms of bees. Okay. We good now. All right, quick address of shoutouts. There we go. I will do Stargoid. Once again, thank you, folks, for bringing your folks over, and folks, once again, welcome aboard. I am Captain MD13. I mostly do space game stuff. Although I do also enjoy the occasional randomizer. although I have not been able to put much time into that lately due to my work schedule. Ooh, careful, don't go too fast. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, Silent Storm, I'm doing a rescue rush where I'm trying to just pull as many... Oh, no, you don't. Okay. Yeah, there must have been like 3 Scythes on the field right now. Alright, this cluster... Is the cluster clear? The BIOS capsules sell for 150k apiece. Sergeant Cruel, I jokingly call the Scythe collection drones bees because that's what they sound like. Okay, for real game? And they're just about as equally annoying. But yeah, specifically while in meltdown state, it's much easier to perform these rescues because there aren't any aggressive Thargoids in the area. They're only concerned about leaving. Except for, obviously, the sides that are passively grabbing pods. Indeed, Meltdown is a lot of it also gives you time to do other things like pick up on materials like coarse hull fragments, heat exposure specimens, tissue samples if you're so inclined. I think I hear another Scythe. We're gonna wait a second here. Because yeah, that Scythe over there, 3 kilometers away, just launched its drones. So I'm gonna try and pick these pods up real quick. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, unfortunately, when a Scythe enters the area, we just have to stop and wait for them to leave. Yeah, there's one over there. It's gotta go. Anytime now. Okay. I am starting to run low on Limpets. Might have to make some new ones if this keeps up. Another Scythe for real? Yeah, there's just too many sides right now. Although I can't take too long dealing with this. Usually, yes, the nanite torpedoes do have a very large ammo count, so they do generally do a pretty good job of having plenty of ammo. Okay, I'm doing this the hard way now. I think I just found a trick for dealing with the Scythe drones. Have to go, leave you lurk, have fun, watch things blow up. By all means, yes, we are riding this out to the end, folks. Oops. swear I'm a better sniper than that. Oh, no, you don't. That one tried to get away from me. Oh. Get in, get in. Alright, so while I back up, let me get a pulse scan of the right side of this vein. Not a whole lot of chambers. This is probably dumb trying to get these at such long range, but oh well. That should not have gone through, but the game decided to give it to me, so I'm not complaining. Point defense does not work on the collection drones, and neither does ECM. I've tried. And plus, ECM would kind of be defeating the purpose because it just kills your own limpets at the same time. So, don't bother. There's a lot of chambers here. We're almost full. We've only got room for about 50 more pods, so this vein should be enough. I can't tell if that was a Scythe or that was the music. That was a Scythe. Oh, get him quick, get him quick. Yeah, luckily these, again, the Scythe drones have to slow down a lot when they are making a turn. Eventually, the Scythe that has generated these drones will leave the field. Alternatively, it looks like I can just ram them. Alright. Where's the Titan? I've lost it. Ooh, I am so far out of position. I'm just gonna poke all of these and just take whatever I can at this point. Because, yeah, we should be maxing out on cargo any minute now. In fact, we will be maxing out on cargo here, so I'm just going to bin all remaining limpets here. Alright, so we're about to fill up here, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to relog. We're going to relog here, and we're going to go back to menu, because what that does is it lets us, it just kicks us out of the Titan. It's way faster than walking. I do unfortunately have to flash my BRB screen because stuff I don't want shown from the main menu. And no, it has nothing to do with my ARC's balance, before you ask. Okay, this way. What's really nice about this event in general is that it all adapts dynamically with what is happening. Like when the Titan goes into meltdown in real time from the final attack, and then it blows up from meltdown with everybody able to watch with their own eyes. Which that I think is the moment where Elite truly came back, is when Tyrannus blew up, and we got to see the destruction in the seat of our own ships without any. There was no cutscenes. The game took a few liberties in order to make sure that we could stay and watch. Like it temporarily gave you the FSD reboot debuff, as well as gimping your speed so that you couldn't rush back in, giving you the drag debuff, and unloading all the icy asteroids around the Titan so you didn't accidentally slam into them on your way out. But yeah, Carrier's in a much better position than it was for Oya, because when we did the Oya rescue rush early in the month, unfortunately it required a trip to a B star because I couldn't find a parking space close enough, and A-class SCO wasn't a thing at the time.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
Okay, so drop capsules, pick limpets.
Ship secured. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
100 is actually a little generous, but I'm sort of just taking precautions in case the Scythes decide to get stupid with me again. And as with the previous 3 KOs, this will be uploaded to YouTube. Now, except I'm recording this a little differently, because instead of just downloading the VOD, like I did with Oya, I am recording it raw this time and saving it directly to my SSD. Because last time I did that, I downloaded the VOD. A, it took forever, and B, I didn't account for Twitch compression. So those were all measures I am attempting to circumvent tonight.
Warning, hazardous environment. Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning,
All right.
Temperature critical.
Down we go. Luckily, A-Class SCO has done nothing but make life easier for pretty much the entirety of the Elite community. Like, the pace of the game just has skyrocketed overnight. We had a much better approach angle this time, so I can hit the brakes a lot later. Except I still overshot by a significant margin here.
Heat sink deployed.
Not too much, though. I only overshot by 700 light seconds.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3,
But yeah, when we were initially conceiving attacking Hadad, our plan was to just attack Hadad and nip it in the bud before it became a problem. But now with the fact that we have A-class SCO, that idea of Supercruise travel being a problem has gone quite literally out the window. 07 Meta, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Rushing to save the Imperial Citizens? Same. Our first run was a little bit slow because of a lot of excessive Scythe interference, but hopefully this next run will be better. It was still a full 456, but 464 rather, but it got it was just slower than I would have liked. What I'm doing there is I'm doing a manual drop ahead of at the 1 megameter mark and letting the momentum carry me straight into the Titan because it won't be counted as an E drop, but it will be faster. All right, preparing for explosion boost.
Flight assist off. Engine reboot. Hull integrity compromised. Programming Limpet drone. Thrusters online.
And yeah, we just let the explosion carry us to the Titan about 20% faster. The headwind as well, or the tailwinds as well from the Titan Maelstrom do help a little bit. Because yeah, sometimes you can go higher than normal speed when the Titan is, you get a tailwind from the Maelstrom.
Damage detected. Taking damage. Hull integrity compromised.
You also thankfully don't need a pulse neutralizer in order to get into the Titan. However, I do recommend carrying one with you anyway, just in case an Orthrus gets tripped on its way out of the Titan and you need to protect yourself. Problem has been the NPC ships. The NPC SNR ships can be a little annoying, yes, but I find them not to be nearly as bad. At least the SAR ships don't trip the Orthrus all the time.
Limpet successful.
Four NPC Type 7s stack on. Oh my. Alright, last boost, full power to systems. The system power is just so I can keep the pulse neutralizer going for extended durations. Because yeah, at size 6, it only goes for about 6 seconds with a size 6 distributor, and I don't even know if it's engine focused or not. I initially built this cutter to be a mining cutter, so I don't know if the distributor is set to weapons focused or charge enhanced, but even still, point being, it still doesn't have a lot of uptime on the pulse neutralizer. You had to put point defense turrets on your cutter? Oh my. Alright, we've reached a full stop. So yeah, the limpets I'm using are the 7A Universal Multi, 2 size 5s, a size 3, and a size 1. Because, yeah, as you can see, high limpet count is quite important here. To just getting these pods, into my cargo bay, or at least into a safe position where I can counter the Scythes as quickly as possible. Yo, Drunkenborg, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? No need to apologize. Mining cutter should have engine. I don't think... I usually use weapons focus so I can keep the lasers, mining lasers running longer so they don't cook the ship when the distributor gets low. My Corvette also similarly follows suit when mining in Hazreses, so that way I can also put more power into the beam lasers that she runs for pirate defense. I think this cutter's original purpose was universal mining, so it had like 4 mining lasers and 1 each of the other items. Sleepy, almost 2 a.m. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, this particular Titan takedown is very late at night for the EU audiences, although I don't think we've had a Titan takedown or a Titan explosion in tune for the Far Eastern and Australian audiences yet, so I think this does at least cover a base that was not previously covered before, so at least folks on that side of the world will finally get a reasonable hour to watch the big boom. I think this was the fastest as well, but I just can't remember. I thought Tyrannus was faster. I know Lagon was pretty long. Oya was almost longer. It definitely is, yeah. I think the indicator for that, for the fact that this was going to be fast, was the last cycle. Because Hadad, the last Hadad Spire before the attack went down very quickly. So that I think was a warning sign that, yeah, you may want to make sure you set some timers so you don't miss this. Like, I almost missed it. Like, we got on air just only a few hours before the Titan entered Meltdown. And welcome to the stream, Enigma. How are you doing this evening? I think this cluster's been cleared already, so let's move on while the Limpets are getting past their jamming kerfuffle. You saw the... Oh, yeah, it's... Titans are still going to fire off their Taurus field even after they enter Meltdown after the final attack. That is normal. This is Titan number 4, Drunkenborg. This will be the halfway point of the war. There's a Scythe nearby. Field kid you wasn't expecting. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. As soon as you let go of the fire button and the drill detonates, you can immediately fire into the next one. So, for those particularly tight ones, where the charge window comes up fairly late or fairly early, the best suggestion I could give is to just guess it with your gut, especially for the ones near the end, because if you don't see, the charge window is guaranteed to show up once, but you only get one shot before the, before you miss. So, hold on. Nice. Snag my drones and then the, snag my limpets and then the drone just detonates. Thanks, game. Actually, I do kind of appreciate that. Because most importantly, I get to preserve all the pods. I missed 2 chambers. Hate the early ones? Yeah, I think the early ones are the easiest to trip up on. The later ones, you can at least, again, guess it with your gut. The thing you also have to watch out for are sudden density changes, because that's one of the easiest ways to lose a node. Oh, did I miss a chamber? I missed a chamber. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. You wish Frontier would have the last 4 retreat. I feel like that's fine for I specifically say that's fine for Indra and Kokijo just because their endgame is going to be a huge pain in the backside with the way their spires are placed. But the reason I am under the impression that will not happen is arcs are involved. And the amount of potential arcs that could be gained was explicitly stated by Frontier, and in an era where arcs now is very significant, in more ways than one, I can't see them backpedaling on that. I really can't. Oops. I think I slammed into a biopod too fast. Oops. Yeah, the density is the hardest to figure out. I think it expects you to have already Hold on. Surprise Scythe attack. Anyway, what I was trying to say before I got so rudely disrupted is that I'm fairly certain the devs are imagining you've already delved into mining at some point or another. Because again, the idea behind the Thargoid War is it's meant to be the end game. It's supposed to be the culmination of everything you've learned in combat and other mechanics. Like even Odyssey stuff gets utilized finally. It took until update 17, but it did get utilized. But yeah, you would think, and maybe this is again something that I think Galnet is skipping out on, is that I think this is an opportunity for Sojine to finally come back into the spotlight and talk to us again and tell us, hey, this is what the Titans are thinking right now after losing half of their entire force. I feel like now is now better time like the present to discuss that, because other than that, it does not really make sense as to why the Titans are just sitting here and taking it, especially after Oya. Because they threw, well, Frontier needed to stall for an update, is what happened, but even with the Titans throwing out that Oya Orthrus ambush, we still managed to make that, downgrade that roadblock into a 1-week speed bump. So, you have to imagine that at this point, it's pretty clear that there's nothing they can do at this stage can stop us. So you would think that that would be their clue to get out. and ideally they would retreat to Col 70. And we chase them into Col 70. But yeah, with the way the endgame is being set up and the fact that we now no longer have to do 2 specific methods to win the war, I think the war is going to actually speed up a little bit. That's my guess, because if we can now clear Spire systems via non-Spire combat, and combat in general is getting buffed, as far as progression is concerned, that's a big deal. And something that I very much approve of, frankly. Oh, there's a doubler over there, and that's it. Hold on, there's definitely still a Scythe drone out there. Okay, we're clear. Yeah, they want us to stop Spire farming, and they want us to stop excessively tissue sampling. And the main reason I'm okay with this is because the battle plan for Indra would have been a real pain in the backside to complete cleanly. Because the plan for Indra was going to be to actually let her cook. Oh, this position is atrocious! Now, granted, they've already done the balance pass they needed to do by nerfing the Orthrus payouts, which, honestly, Meta, the Scythes have definitely been out there. They've been trying. They're just not succeeding, because I'm catching it in time and turning off. By forcing the sides to make their Limpets corkscrew a little bit, they lose speed, which means I can outlast them until the Scythe leaves the field. So they are there. In fact, I think I just heard one crackling. Because they're not going to stop and actively return to the Maw now. They're too busy trying to leave the area. There are Scythe drones above me heading this way. Is that valid? I can't tell if that's the extraction missile or if that's the drones picking them up. Because extraction missiles did historically take out fragments. They did deal numerical damage. Experimentation required. But yeah, I think Indra is still going to be our next stop. I think it was going to be Thor initially, but I think people want Indra to start going down because that's, again, going to be the biggest pain in the backside to finish. The main reason being is that Indra's Spires are in a really lousy position compared to the Titan, whereas we have a Spire still active even now for Hadad. Indra's closest Spire is in position 12 away from the Titan. So the problem we have there is we lose the luxury of being able to use the Spire to full clear an area and render a Titan defenseless. So we have to take the Spire very carefully in tandem with the last few systems on the inside of that Spire. And that becomes difficult with Indra's system density because they have so many systems, especially in the 15 to 25 light year zone, that that the Titans would just, or the control systems nearby would just be constantly alerting them, alerting other systems in that field. And even with the grace period, that still would be too much of a headache. So the plan was going to be to let Indra cook and then take all of those dense systems at once. So that way, all of them would have the 3-week grace period. But we might not need to do that anymore because now we know the Spire systems will do more damage to more than 10% of systems. To more than 10 outer systems, rather. That's a change that's coming in 1806. And furthermore, the amount of strength of the inner systems is probably going to go way down because we do know that they are changing the curve so that it's now flat throughout rather than increasing exponentially every 5 light years. Because especially below the 15 light year mark, the amount of strength required starts to get a little on the high side. So ideally, we don't have to worry about that anymore. And we should have a reasonable amount of work to be able to take those inner systems. I think I'm hoping it's because Frontier saw what we were planning. I know that the plan was probably in place way earlier because we got a sample of this in 18.04. But I think Frontier realized that with the current model, it was going to be very tough to complete the last few Titans. So they did decide to throw us a bone here. Oh, no, you don't. Stay over there. Okay, yeah, I'm fairly not convinced, but I'm fairly certain the subsurface missiles are making a difference here. Ah, missed. Ah, come on, I'm not that bad at aiming. You're absolutely right, Meta, but too little too late. I mean, Update 17 came out in when? End of the year? Yeah, it was like mid-October. I remember, because that's when I made my Titan rescue video. So, it's been half a year. Like, if people do not have the money to buy out the entirety of the Brewer Corporation's fleet carrier lineup, that's their problem, I say. And besides, it's still 15 M per Orthrus, and they don't exactly fire back. I wouldn't call them a particularly difficult enemy. If they were 1 million a pop, now that would be a question mark. Seriously? Just swiped that one. Okay, I have no idea where these ones are. Alright, we're good now. Okay, scan near the core. It's still going to be fine, I would say. Do you think we'll see Orthrus after the Titans are gone? That is a great question. I think Frontier will have a way to bring this back. Like, I think I think we're going to be able to get to Pole 70 where we maybe will be able to fight more Titans. At least that's my theory. I mean, Pole 70 I feel like is the obvious answer right now. Nice big pile here. We're definitely doing a lot better than before. We're actually about to overload on items. In fact, I'm just going to literally make a new set of limpets in order to reset the timers. Yeah, this run is going way faster. In fact, I think I'm probably still going to have to purge limpets anyway. Do not do that while I am actively mining. That is a dumb move. Now do it. Yeah, just leave me 14 spares in the event of an emergency here. We got a limpet jam. Is it because there's too many items on the field now? Is that why the game jams up so much? Because, yeah, I've got a full complement of limpets. Sitting here, not picking anything up. Game, please. This is the stuff they really need to fix. Like, if they want us to do Titan rescues, we can't be having work stoppages like this. This run was going so well. I mean, we didn't lose that much time, yeah, but even still. We also got very lucky that there weren't any sides, because there was every opportunity for a Scythe to come and ruin my day here. And that is typically what they do. The game is still picking up things, too. Like, if a full Limpet complement like that gets jammed up like that, with the 3 item per 6 second limit, it's still going to take over half a minute for the game to pull all of those items into the cargo bay, at which time, again, a Scythe can just waltz right in and take all of those pods. Or at least shatter my Limpets, which is still equally a massive inconvenience. Alright, so there's still a little bit of room left in the bay. That should hit. Alright, that's going to be a bit of a walk for the Limpets, but it won't be the worst. Luckily, I gave the Limpets a little bit more of an initial speed, so the ones behind me should get back to me a little quicker. The important thing when picking up items in this fashion is to start the artificial time limits as soon as possible, because you're going to be waiting for the Limpets to get back to you, so... Did I miss a pod? I think I missed a... Oh no, that's a... Yeah, I missed a pod. And we have a Limpet jam anyway, so... Yeah, it says cargo bay full, but we are not full. That's what's driving me up a wall right now. I don't know why the game says we're full. Alright, we need to get, like, one more chamber to get a full tank here. Blow out all remaining limpets. Random incursions could work. I could see them getting really annoying if done at inopportune times, however, is my only concern. Full tank. That was a much faster run. That took less than 40 minutes. Come on, come on. I got things to do here. Yeah, that was a very, very quick run.
Warning, hazardous environment. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Can I explain how shield cell banks? So shield cell banks, what they do is they have a spin-up time, and during that time, they're generating a large amount of heat. After that spin-up time, they'll regenerate shields at an accelerated rate, depending on what their reinforcement duration is. Oh, that Mamba is in a very inopportune position right now. Please do not interdict me before I might have to stop. I'm going to stop and turn. Yeah, they're shield batteries. They just basically, they cook you and then they provide a shield boost. The Class Bs are actually pretty good. They have higher integrity and actually technically more shield reinforcement because they have an extra charge over their A-Class counterparts. But yeah, I just want to get that Mamba off my tail real quick. You heatsink if necessary. Some builds, if they use thermal vent beams, can counter that, and there is a mod for shield cells, specialized, which go up to grade 4, I think? Unless a Colonia Engineer does 5, but I don't think so. Laurie Jameson can do G4 on the shield cell banks. Yes, once the shields are out, they won't do any good. They do not heal broken shields. So you need to time your bank use carefully.
Hull integrity compromised.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Landing gear retracted. Taking damage.
Ship relief.
I think I gave my backside a little bit of a boop on the landing pad. That is not Hadad. Yeah, you can pop 2 at once, depending on their size, but it will cook the ship really hard.
Started the no-fire zone. What's your thinking about them?
There is also, be mindful of this, in PvP specifically, there is a railgun experimental effect that will damage shield cell banks while they're in use. So, bear that in mind when using them in PvP. Well, now I can optimize my route a little bit. Yeah, luckily these guys can't catch me.
Frameshift drive charging.
People don't often use... Yes, people don't often use it because it's not... Usually NPC shield cell banks you can counter with overwhelming firepower, and there's not a lot of PvP this day and age, which may very well change over the summer when we get Power Play 2.0. All right, let's go.
Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning, temperature critical.
Losing control here.
Heatsink deployed. Heatsink deployed.
Absolutely perfect SCO. And just like that, 30 some odd thousand light seconds, we're already there. I'm so glad they gave us SCO before we got to the harder Titans, because they gave us SCO after Legong, right? But before Oya. And Oya is the second worst one after Hadad. So the remaining Titans now Indra's the worst one at 3,000. Thor, it's either Thor or Kokijo is 1,000, the other is 500, and Raijin is only 250. So, at this point, Supercruise distance is now no longer a very significant factor when dealing with Titans.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know what has been conspicuously absent? Hydra interdictions. Not that it would matter since I can escape them anyway, but...
Warning, frameshift drive operating beyond safety
I'm pretty sure actually the Titan is above the asteroid belt, not below. Yeah, it's above. So yeah, we'll just go out and around here. Scouts, yes, anything interdicting you can pull you out of SCO. Not just scouts, anything. That's, I don't really see that many caustic mines in a particularly amenable location, but oh well.
Warning, caustic damage detected. Flight assist off. Taking damage. Module malfunction.
Oh, that's awkward.
Engine reboot. Programming Limpet drone. Programming Limpet drone.
Oh, right. My cargo hatch is busted. It's okay, though. Honestly, all that cost me was some limpets.
Taking damage.
And honestly, that is one of the reasons why I brought extra. So, honestly,
Hull integrity.
inconsequential. That's the other reason I like the Universal Multi, is that it does give you the ability to do a heal. Although, it's not quite as good as a normal Class 7. A normal Class 7 will heal about 450 HP, whereas the 7A, Universal Multi, I think will only heal about 300. But 300 HP is still a lot, especially for this cutter, which is made of paper, by compared to other battle cruisers of her caliber. Only 2400 HP, so this is still more than 10% recovery. I could rely on the NPCs, but I'd rather them not be dragged towards me if at all possible. If it is SAR teams. I can see blue lights. There are other NPCs in the area.
Successful.
Alright, stop boosting, dodge that mine, because this cutter does run cold. Although, the caustic mines here have a lower detection range, lower heat explosion range than other mines, probably because they're near these icy asteroids. Unfortunately, we can't deep core mine the icy asteroids, because that would generate a nice little ice field that would slice your heat down to 0, even when in silent running. Alright, so we got how much time on the clock? 90 minutes. You can thermal vent the asteroids. You can thermal vent off the Titan, too. Ooh, that one tried to jump on me. Careful, careful. Oh, I smacked into one already, didn't I? I swear I'm not that bad at driving. Oh, hold on, Scythe. We gotta wait. About 7 seconds is enough. The Scythe is running away so fast now, it shouldn't have to be a problem. Yep, I don't see it deploying drones. We're safe. Oop. Scythe. Hold on, that drone didn't get caught. Incoming. Screw you, game. Okay. Okay, extraction missiles confirmed effective. Today we have learned. Wish there was an auto deploy option. That would be pretty nice. I could see that being useful. The only downside is it would absolutely empty your cargo bay very quickly if something stupid happened and the Limpets were being tossed into an asteroid all the time. That's the only thing you might have to watch out for. Alright, no sign of any Scythe drones. The easy way to tell a Scythe drones are on the field is when you see an obnoxiously large number of target markers, of scattered target markers. Yeah, just... I see that being an issue if Limpets decide to be stupid and crash into things a lot. Now, they've not been doing that lately. They've been doing much better, to be fair. But even still, I could see that just being a case where your cargo bay would suddenly be empty very quickly if not done correctly. That's fair. Like, have it be an option on the ship panel. Alright, that should be enough items to start the artificial cooldown. Exactly, like the auto dock. That's fair. I can see a world. Try to get an optimal position here. That should work, yeah. Ooh, that one's gonna be late. Maybe I should wait a second here. I hear a Scythe. Yeah, just get these. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Okay, that one just slammed right into me. That Limpet just had lousy driving. Oh, hold on. I hear what sounds like, Scythe drone destruction noises. Oh, this is good. Oh, we're cooking, folks. I finally have something to use my extra extraction missiles on. I like this. I think we finally just found our cure for Scythe Limpets. Whenever you hear me snicker like that, you know I've discovered good stuff. What would be a good experimental effect for burst lasers versus NPC shields? I mean, if all else, Oversized is pretty much the universally accepted good mod. Alright, we're getting a little bit jammed here. We gotta wait. That one pod over to the side almost didn't get caught. I heard a Scythe. Where's that coming from? I typically don't use phasing a lot. I see its appeal, but it's not a mod I prefer. Inertial impact is an interesting one. Like, it changes the damage to kinetic and jacks up its damage, but introduces a massive jitter. Oh, that Limpet missed. That's a course hull frag. I hear what sounds like a Scythe. So we need to wait. Well, versus shields, no. It's pretty useless. Again, it's better against hull. Don't burst have the cascade. I don't think so. I think you're thinking about phasing sequence, where 10% of the damage is piercing. You're thinking reverberating cascade, which I think, reverberating cascade does something else, but I think that's the mod that works on torpedoes and mines that immediately hit the shield generator. I should be putting more power into the shields right now, just in case I, do come across an Orthrus. Come on, gather round, gather round. Uh-oh, pack 'em up, pack 'em up. I think there's still more Scythe drones on the field. Yep, hello. Alright, let's get back to that pile. Beams are good, they're just very power hungry, so that is something you gotta watch out for. Otherwise, yes, beams thermal vent beam, just don't use the efficient blueprint with thermal vent, because as I've discovered recently, and I have to thank chat for enlightening me to this, apparently, thermal vent is stronger the more heat the weapon itself generates, which efficient effectively kneecaps. So, it's better to actually use thermal vent with either short-range or overcharged weapons, because then you get higher thermal load, and then by extension, a stronger vent. Hold on. Hold on. Here they come. These extraction missiles actually only have a 1-second recharge time, too, so they can stay running for a very long time. Oh, chat, we're cooking here. We're cooking. This is an incredible discovery. The only downside is it's really only the Scythe drones won't cluster up like that unless I'm corkscrewing away from them. So that is something I need to consider. So I have to force them to cluster, then blast them with the extraction missiles. And as you can see, the extraction is quite violent. It does shove these pods pretty far away. Oop, limpet timers. Let's move. Yo, Jorlin, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. It's been a while. We are doing the thing right now. We are currently in the middle of the Hadad rescue rush. We're rescuing as many people from Hadad as possible before the timer runs out, which the timer is running down. We're down to 1 hour and 15 minutes before boom time. And we are going to ride it out to the end. Oh, Limpet jam. I know there's a Scythe on the field. I heard what sounded like, yep, here they come. Nailed it. Okay, good. We got them all, I think. What are you people doing? Oh, I think we got them all in this cluster. Next. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Oh, Scythe. That's bad. Alright, let's go quickly. Yeah. Come on, let's get them down before the Scythe shows up. Is Elite Space Trucker Sim? Not really. It's actually about to have a big change in the summer where a little more... It's actually currently it's a war zone right now. This big giant Titan behind me is about to blow up in about an hour and 10 minutes. I'm actually currently mining, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Elite has actually very recently just bounced back. It was pretty rough going into the year, at the start of the year, basically because we haven't heard any good news from Frontier besides a lot of financial difficulties and a lot of layoffs, and what seemed like absolutely no news regarding content going forward. Luckily, that all changed in January, and especially come the end of February and into early March, the fire in the Elite community has been rekindled. And yes, we have on-foot stuff IDs, which, by the way, if you play on Steam, there is a huge sale for Elite right now, so before the 27th, if you want to get Elite now, get it now. It's a massive discount. It's like 75% for the base game. 75% discount on the base game. Love the VR. Well, the VR... Unfortunately, I think VR performance-wise has taken a hit lately with all the Odyssey stuff. Which I'm sorry to say. Which I do realize that VR is a very big part of the game, but the ground stuff on VR, unfortunately, seemed like a bit of an afterthought. And thank you for the follow, Keldor. Thank you for stopping by tonight. But yeah, for context, for those just coming in that aren't familiar with what we're doing here, these subsurface storage chambers contain human captives. We are rescuing them from the Titan, especially now that the Titan's gonna blow up soon, thanks to a coordinated attack by humanity. Yeah, exactly. The dev that did VR is no longer with the company. Give me another pulse. There we go. Scythe. That don't sound pretty. Whenever you hear that crackling noise, that is a Scythe. Pretend I've been... Are these the Rogue Nebula we saw years ago? Yes, they are. It turns out they are giant Thargoid motherships. Which, this one is currently on fire, and it's about ready to blow up. But yeah, the Thargoid, this is basically the big... This has been a thing for about 78 weeks. I believe is what week we're on right now. I'm not sure that was a finished scan. Give me another one. Cargo count, please. 290. That was a Thargoid collector limpet deployed by a Thargoid Scythe class hunter. That Scythe you didn't see because it's only concerned about leaving, considering it's currently near a Titan that is blowing up. But it is a small-sized, about twice the size of a Scout. It carries dual rapid-fire thermal repeaters and a hatchbreaker limpet, as well as those collection drones. No dogfights, Keldor. Again, the Titan is in meltdown, and the Thargoids that are in the area are all evacuating. They're all literally just coming out of the Titan. In fact, I think I could demonstrate this with the Titan Maw really easily. Like, this Titan Maw right here is where a lot of Thargoid interceptors pop out normally, and you can see they are all running away. Where did you come from? Luckily, that limpet was going too fast and it just missed the biopods. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Yeah, the dogfights were yesterday. So in order to make a Titan vulnerable to attack, you must remove as much of its territory as possible. Which we now know exactly how much we need to remove going forward. There will be a balance pass on the war come Tuesday when we get update 18.06. It's a very favorable balance pass, which puts more weight on other actions that aren't consistently popular due to their low effect on clearing systems. What's the blast radius? You'll see in an hour. But yeah, it's only like 250 kilometers. Really big. I'm basically trying to get the Limpets onto their vertical approach as soon as possible, because the sooner they do that, the faster I can work to protect them from the Scythe drones. Which, if I can get a target on one, you can see it right... Well, no, you can't, because the nanosecond I target it, it spontaneously combusted. Wait, is that the outside of the Titan, or is that the Maw? No, that's the Maw. Point defense does not take out the Scythe drones. It tries to take out the Thargoid hatchbreaker limpets, but it does not. ECM does not work either on collection limpets. So far, I've had to improvise by literally firing on them with the extraction missile launchers themselves. So I'm literally using the mining missiles to take out the collection drones. Don't ask me how that works. It just does, and I'm grateful that I've discovered this tonight. Yeah, you see, unfortunately, I wasn't quite able to get all of them this time, and the site just ran away with like 3 of my pods, and unfortunately, they shatter limpets on contact. I need to make a new set of limpets anyway, so this is perfectly fine. Aw. Trying to be fancy here, dang it. Game, please. Yeah. Yeah, Keldor, I'm playing in solo. It's actually better in solo because then the subsurface chambers refresh. And I can keep pulling more pods. Unfortunately, I'm doing this with a slightly busted HOTUS. My yaw spring broke on this thing during the oil rescue rush. Well, not during, before I went on air with it. But, yeah, the yaw spring broke, so it's not returning to its neutral position without some help. I smacked into into something here. I'll just make a new set of limpets. We're so ahead right now that I'm not concerned in the slightest. I could give you a third-person view, but not just right now at this minute. I'm focusing on speed right now. Okay, yeah, I need to purge some limpets here in a minute. Because, yeah, we're overloading. Yeah, I also don't have targeting diamonds in third person as well, so I just lose the ability to see what I'm doing. I also can't see the subsurface chambers either. But there are some circumstances where I can give you third person. So, I'll give you that, just bear with. Okay, there are a lot of sides on the field, unfortunately. So this is going to be rough. Nice. Whoa! That one tried to sneak. Stop sending Scythes after me, it's really annoying. Bees! Bees! That went well. Alright, is there one more? Guess I gotta find one more. Yeah, we just need to pull one more pot at this point. And I think we have a full load. Alright, in you go. How much time have we got? 58 minutes. That was another very fast run.
Warning. Hazardous environment.
Alright, so that was, what, our third run? So we're currently at 464 times 3.
Drive charging.
And yeah, relogging just kicks you out of the Titan way faster.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna build something here. Give me a second. Undo whatever I just did there. Put that back. I'm gonna move this here. There we go. That's way better than having to constantly flash my BRB screen up all the time. Although, hopefully that doesn't get in the way of the density bar, and you folks can see that. If that becomes an issue, it's also obstructing the flashing imagery text, but that I can move myself.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Actually, technically, that number should be higher, because I did 4 more runs off camera as well, before I came on air, like I did them this morning. So technically, that's 464 times 7.
Ah, good to see you, Commander. Let us know if you intend to land here. Docking request approved. Head to your allocated pad.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
Docking successful. Clamps engaged. Welcome, Commander.
Landing gear retracted. Hull integrity
Ship
compromised.
released, and you're away.
Frameshift drive charging.
come on. I swear the Thargoids are just getting a little too jumpy with me. I think I've been hyperdicted at least all 4 times now. Not at least, just like straight up, all 4 times. But hey, at least they're not sides. So yep, Hadad is melting down in 53 minutes. So yep, about 10:37 p.m. Eastern Time.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Oh, Bloopiness, welcome to the stream, by the way. Thank you for stopping by this evening. Hope you're having a good night.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits. Warning. Hazardous environment. Warning. Temperature critical. Heatsink deployed. Heatsink deployed.
Once again, perfect SCO. It seems to be right as I go to 2 seconds is the exact perfect time to break out of it. So yeah, for those who have never seen that before, that is Supercruise Overcharge. That is a new type of frameshift drive that was just released last month. For the cost of a lot of fuel per second and cooking your ship and losing control at high speeds, you can overclock your Supercruise. Making even 38,000 light-second trips such as this one over to Titan Hadad a breeze. This is going to be tight. Just barely managed to get the drop in time.
Warning. Caustic damage detected. Flight assist off. Taking damage. Warning. Engine reboot. Thrusters online. Detected. Taking damage. Hull integrity compromised. Flight assist off. Caustic substance neutralized.
Luckily, it looks like you can't be hit by the same engines offline debuff repeatedly. So it is something you have a bit of a luxury going for you on.
Warning. Caustic damage detected. Taking damage. Caustic substance neutralized. Hull integrity compromised.
Never thought of surfing the mines. It only works on this cutter because its heat's just high enough to detonate them in boost, but low enough to not detonate them in close proximity.
Flight assist on. Warning. Caustic damage detected. Hull integrity compromised. Caustic substance neutralized.
I wouldn't say cut it in half. I would say it's more like 20-25%. Aw, missed that one by a smidge. Was too busy concentrating on the limpets. Bummer. So yeah, the NPCs did notice I was damaged. We're gonna wait because a Scythe immediately decided to load in here. So I'm just gonna wait for it to leave. Well. How did that not result in me losing limpets? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But I'm fairly certain I should have had an early limpet loss there. Saw Fargod NPCs? That one I'm not familiar with. That I have not seen. I've seen Axe pilots, I've seen SAR vessels, but I haven't seen Fargod ships. Blowing up the comms? Interesting. That one's new to me. Which Titan did that megaship land near? The one that was trying to communicate with the Thargoids, that was going after Tyrannus. The Fargod megaship, it just jumped into Thargoid territory. I don't remember where in Thargoid territory it jumped into. I do remember that system was virtually clear within the next day because people were like, well, that system must be important to the community. Let's pile drive it. To this plot, let's pile drive it. It was near Thor. Okay. There's a large chunk of pods here. Hoping to get 1,500 before boom. Yeah, we might be able to squeeze at least half of one more run in, but we're gonna be cutting it close. I think the rescue ships swiped a pod, but at least when the rescue ships swipe a pod, they don't swipe your limpets along with them. So, I have to give them a little bit of point. Like that jerk there. Wait, I have ECM. If I'm about to lose all my limpets, I could just do that. Food for thought for next time. That is not an active target. Ah! Jumble the trigger. Screw NPC, I want credit. Because, yeah, the NPC ships don't count, so... Now, the main reason of doing this is because it is part of Operation Thunderstruck, which is an operation by, coordinated by one of the folks from Aegis Reforged, to pull as many pods as possible. And there is sort of a contest. So, in the spirit of competitive gaming, I have elected to participate. And because why not? It feels good rescuing all these people. Oh. I flinched thinking those were Scythe drones, but no, they were just NPCs. Getting spooked for no good reason here. First time in my life I think I've gotten spooked by a Type 7. Bloody hell. Okay, Scythe is literally right in front of my face. And I just waltzed right by that one, looking to the side for 2 seconds. Oops. That one Limpet decided to throw a hissy fit. Oh, Limpet Jam. Bad time for a Limpet Jam. Okay, Limpets, anytime now. We really don't have time for this. Alright. I think any other ones got picked up by the rescue ship. Is there anything more this way? Guess not. Next. Just this quad here? Alright. I'll scan along the veins in a minute. Except there's 2 sides on the field that I need to wait for. That should be long enough. Especially if I have a delayed, a long charge bar, which I did. So, lucky break there. Fourth plot. Wow, the Goids must really like you. There is a small, like, 5-second grace period before getting interdicted again, so there is just barely enough time to get a little head of steam before the next interdiction. Oh, I think there are a lot of sides on the field right now, so I would like you to get underneath the ship. Yeah. Alright, here's a nice big bunch. This also just passively purges out the cargo bay so that I can hopefully not have to worry about too many, have to spend too much time jettisoning in limpets. That one was very late. Okay, next. Oh, wait, no, there's two over here. Alright, just over 30 minutes remaining. I've only got 270. That is not nearly as many as I would like right now. Oh, Limpet jam. Okay, game, I actually need you to work with me here. There we go. Wake up. Nope, Limpet jam again. You know, at least the rescue ships are picking them up. I'd rather at least somebody pick them up. Besides, there's still certainly less room than these jerks. Alright, we're losing time here, so we do need to kind of get a move on. I did not get them all yet. Hold on. Oh, wait, no, those limpets are idling. Probably because they got taken by a, rescue ship. Oh, limpets are purging out due to time. I think. Oh, no, that one just, oh, maybe. We're probably going to start the next run with about 20 minutes on the clock, which means we're probably not going to be able to get a full cargo bay. But we're certainly going to try. Okay, there is way too much clutter on my screen right now. People, please. These are mine. Thank you. Excuse me. Pardon me. Now, I heard a Scythe on the field, but I'm going to try and make my way to the next area quicker. Alright, at this point, yeah, I'm not going to blow out all remaining limpets just yet. These limpets are probably going to purge out due to time in a couple of minutes anyway. It's mildly inconvenient that these storage chambers don't emit a radar signature. Well, this is a slightly compromising position. Alright, now we're gonna purge out all remaining limpets. Please let me at least pick these up before the Scythe gets here. Oh no, the collectors are starting to expire. That's really bad. Because I am basically out of collectors right now. Do I really only have one Limpet right now? Okay, still got max. Not complaining, but oops. That could have been so bad. Let's see if my little strategy was correctly executed. Yes, it was. Alright, so yeah, we're going to be getting back into Hadad with probably 10 minutes left to do the last rush.
Shift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Quickly, quickly.
Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted.
I love that speed brake strat.
Hull integrity compromised.
Contact confirmed. Clear to disembark. Welcome to our carrier, Commander.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship is released. Keep your throttle low until clear.
Now, can I please not get hyperdicted this time?
Drive charging.
I would really appreciate that.
You are now clear of the area. Watch your six, Commander.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Ugh.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
So yeah, chat, we're gonna have a few days, I think, to rest and relax a little bit after this one. just so we can get an idea Tuesday of what the plan is for Hadad, not for Hadad, but for the war going forward. Once we get some ironclad numbers on from the science teams on what the math is for our remaining, what the math is for the next remaining Titans and how much work needs to be done, hopefully we'll have a plan to put the bow on this. If it does speed up the war, if it does end up speeding things up a little bit, which I think it will, depending on how drastic the increase in the other methods are, hopefully we'll get this done around the time Power Play 2.0 is due to come out. Perfectly lined up. Can't complain.
Hazardous environment. Warning. Temperature critical. Heatsink deployed. Heatsink deployed.
Little too fast that time.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
I can't tell if it's above or below here. Ugh, this is a bad approach. This is not what I want to be doing in the last 15 minutes. You are on the other side of the asteroids, aren't you? Or are you? I can't really tell from this angle. Either way, easy way to fix that. Oh, you jerk. I'm literally right at the edge of the belt. Yeah, literally this is the edge of the belt right here. This should be good enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, for crying out loud, game.
Frameshift drive charging.
This should not be hard to do.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
There we go. Worst approach ever.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Yeah, we're only going to have about 10 minutes to pull this off. So here we go. Oh, the mines are in all bad positions. We have to improvise with this one.
Warning. Caustic damage detected.
Ain't the best position, but it'll do.
Engine reboot. Hull integrity compromised. Flight assist off. Thrusters online.
Give me another boost off of this one.
Programming Limpet drone. Warning. Caustic damage detected. Taking damage. Hull integrity compromised. Caustic substance neutralized. Flight assist off. Warning. Malfunction attack.
want to make sure you kill your throttle when you go FA off, so that way you're not scrubbing off speed by boosting in the wrong direction.
Taking damage. Hull integrity compromised. Caustic substance neutralized. Flight assist on.
The collector limpets must have taken a direct hit from the caustic mines. That's a minor oops. Titan destruction imminent. 10 minutes remaining. Titan Hadad is expected to lose structural integrity in 10 minutes. If you wish to witness the event, head to HIP 30377 immediately. And bring an SCO drive. I think I hope with 1806 they increase that destruction and minute timer to 30 minutes. Otherwise, you won't make it. Do you need any extra equipment? Just caustic sinks. Yeah, I need to start the auto cooldown here. Yeah, you're definitely not able to go from corner to corner in 10 minutes. 30 is reasonable. 10 is not. I do not have time for this Scythe drone stuff. Don't you dare! Just go to the next pile. We need to focus on density. Ah, missed. Scythe was really nasty. come on, I was a frame early. Okay, that worked. I think that's as good as we're gonna get. Here we go, chat. Boom goes the dynamite, chat. That is our 4th Titan out of the game. We got 222 extra capsules before the timer ran out. I love that moment. It's so great because not only do we finally get to see these things go boom in spectacular fashion, and exactly meta, right after that, complete silence. everything that was happening in that Titan, the lightning, the Thargoids, the roaring,
4,
silenced
2,
in the blink of an eye.
engage.
With that being said, it is time to make preparations to offload the pods. Time to send the carrier over to, Sun Wen. Wrong menu. Awkward. But yeah, I like Sun Wen because it's very easy to get in and out of Allied Solace. Carrier jump is successfully booked. Surprisingly, normal carrier duration.
Operating beyond safety limits.
And with that, folks, we have entered the second half of the Second Thargoid War.
Good to see you, Commander. Let us know if you intend to land here. Attention, carrier jump sequence has been initiated. Docking request approved. Head to your allocated pad.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
What's our final tally? So we had 4 runs before now, 4 runs today, and another 222. So the final tally is 39-34. Not quite as many as Oya, but I think I got one more run in during Oya. We had a couple of runs midway that were especially good, but yeah, 39-34 is the final tally here, folks. And that is the Hadad Rescue Rush. Folks, thank you once again for sharing that moment. It's such a great moment in Elite's time. Such a great moment to share. And until the next one, folks, where we got 4 more Titans to go, and I'll be around for those too.